Parasite, directed by Bong Joon-ho, has captivated audiences worldwide with its enthralling narrative, masterful storytelling, and thought-provoking themes, making it a deserving recipient of multiple Oscars. This South Korean masterpiece redefined the boundaries of cinema, seamlessly blending genres while exploring complex societal issues with gripping storytelling and impeccable craftsmanship. Today, I will delve into its Best Picture award and why it outperformed its competition. Parasite showcased an exceptional visual design that contributed significantly to the film's storytelling and immersive experience. Bong Joon-ho, along with his talented team of cinematographers, production designers, and costume designers, meticulously crafted every single visual aspect to enhance the narrative and the themes. Throughout the film, visual symbolism was employed to convey deeper meanings. Bong Joon-ho cleverly utilizes symbols to express its theme. He carefully revives the same symbols throughout the film to create motif and help establish a clear message. Two major symbols I'd like to talk about today would be the viewing stone and the sense of smell. The stone was first introduced as a symbol of aspiration for wealth and status, given to the Kim family by a friend of Ki-woo's. It is brought up multiple times to remind the viewer of its meaning. After the first interaction with the stone, we see Ki-woo taking action to pursue his aspirations. He attains a tutor job with the Park family, and the Kim family find a bit of success. The next time we see the viewing stone, we see the goal slipping away as Ki-woo clutches the rock in the flooded house. Their true identities were nearly discovered, and they no longer have a place to live. Once again, they hit rock bottom. But as a desperate attempt to cling onto his goal, Ki-woo uses the stone to end his last connection to poverty. He enters the basement with the intention of killing the previous housekeeper and her husband, but the rock ends up being used against him. What the viewers thought could once be a symbol of hope turns into a curse. Smell in Parasite is used to represent the inescapable life of poverty. When the Kim family infiltrate the house, their smell cannot escape them. The Park son is able to sniff out both Moon-gong and Ki-taek by saying they smell like one another, the reason being that they can only afford to use one soap. The motif of smell comes back to haunt Ki-taek. The conversation between the Parks and their subtle expression of disgust in close settings remind Ki-taek that poverty is an inextricable part of who he is. These emotions pile up and reach a breaking point during the climax of the movie. When Mr. Park urges Mr. Kim to drive his son to the hospital, he makes a face of disgust towards the bloody scene, but it sets off a reaction in Ki-taek, leaving him to think that his employer does not view him any higher than a murderer. Falling in despair, Ki-taek realizes that he will never escape this life, and decides to project his anger towards Mr. Park. The cinematography played a pivotal role in conveying the film's mood and themes. The use of framing and camera angles effectively conveyed the characters' relationships and power dynamics. Scenes shot from different perspectives within the house emphasized the characters' shifting positions and the nuances of their interactions. During tense or pivotal moments, the cinematography becomes more dynamic. For instance, the chaotic scene in the living room where both families confront each other employs erratic camera angles and rapid cuts. This technique intensifies the emotional and psychological turmoil of the scene. What sets Parasite apart from its competition during the Oscars is its ability to artfully blur the lines between protagonist and antagonist, crafting characters that are morally complex and deeply human. Both families prioritize themselves over others. Every character's action can be viewed as reasonable but also irresponsible. The rich family criticizes the poor family for their way of living, but the poor family criticizes the rich for their lifestyle as well. In the end, the characters each face the consequence of their actions. At its core, Parasite delves into the intricate layers of class division, offering a poignant commentary on social inequality. The film vividly contrasts the lives of two families, the affluent Parks and the struggling Kims. It sharply critiques the widening wealth gap by portraying the stark differences in their living conditions, opportunities, and social status. The Kim family's desperate attempt to infiltrate the lives of the Park highlight the disparities between the rich and the poor. Its win as Best Picture wasn't just a recognition of its artistic excellence, it was a milestone for international cinema. Being a South Korean film with subtitles, Parasite shattered language barriers and cultural divides, proving that storytelling transcends boundaries and can resonate deeply with a global audience. Additionally, its victory at the Oscars was historic, marking the first time a non-English language film had won Best Picture. This win not only recognized the film's quality, but also signaled a shift in the industry, acknowledging the importance of diverse storytelling and paving the way of more inclusivity in cinema. Overall, Parasite deserved to win Best Picture for its exceptional storytelling, universal themes, and its groundbreaking impact on the film industry. It wasn't just a win for the film, it was a triumph for diverse and boundary-pushing storytelling worldwide.